1943. I was attacked by a light creature and came here to recover. See, I work for the government. I'm required to relax after any job-related injury or incident. Spending time on this planet reminds me of universal history and how my job is vital to the stability of galactic peace. In fact, keeping the peace runs in the family. The Hawaiian colonies are beautiful. The first one was discovered about 260 years ago and given to the Hawaiian people to colonize. The Hawaiians inherited these worlds due to mistreatment by the government in the early part of the 21st century. The story goes something like this. A certain president overheard an intercepted telephone conversation, as they were called, between two native Hawaiians. This led to all Hawaiians being labeled as military combatants. And all Hawaiians were deported to Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, without trial. Since there were too many Hawaiians to fit into the prison, the U.S. invaded Cuba. The Cubans were asked to move to Miami. Many did so gladly because half their families were living there. By the way, in 2007, Middle East peace was established, and the Miami Jewish population moved to Israel. And this meant plenty of room for the Cuban population. These were wonderful times. However, the poor people of the earth, about 27% of the population, might disagree. Well, to make a long story short, the Republicans and the Democrats, the political parties at the time, formed a one-party government. This was necessary since the people in the United States were fed by both parties, and they couldn't decide who to vote for. From hence, they were called the Cooperative of Reformed Organized Politicians. They're known by their acronym, CORRUPT. Things really didn't change much for the American people. They were forced to vote the only corrupt party in office. Under the updated Patriot Act, the government was moved from Washington, D.C. for safety reasons. The corrupt leaders thought, oh wow, once the government relocated, they thought about history, and the issue of safety came up again. Thus, a surprise attack on Japan. Well, the only surprise was that most younger Japanese thought that they were Americans. Thus, Japan became the 53rd state, Cuba the 52nd, and Washington, D.C. became the smallest state, the 51st. Politicians neglected to think about the volcanic forces that lay beneath them. Even near the State of the Union, the Hawaiian Islands exploded in what was described as a supervolcano. This was the turning point in history. Superpower was no more. The Japanese came up with a solution, and needless to say, the solution was extremely efficient. Since medicine, politics changed worldwide, and was based on this Japanese innovation. Soon, space travel became routine, and within a decade, mankind was able to travel faster than light. New worlds were discovered, and humans who were badly mistreated, like the Hawaiians, were given the chance to colonize first. Other worlds were discovered. Each planet that resembled a particular nation would be given to that nation. Within time, the French, Russian, German, and all the other nations colonized their own worlds, and these worlds comprised the United Planets government. Well, the Native Americans decided to stay on Earth, and since all Earth's inhabitants had left, the whole planet was theirs. Earth is the ruling capital of the galaxy, which brings me to my job. I'm a tax collector. My mission is to collect taxes. It's a somewhat dangerous job, but it pays quite well. And it's not dangerous because tax collectors are hated. It's dangerous because of the incidents that happened to me in space. For instance, last week. The universe is a much more peaceful place. There's very little corruption or racism. Now the universe is filled with only two types of beings. Good ones and astral. By the way, get that lightning out of my head and I shut him off to Romeo. That's where my brother lives. He's a florist. And he reports that Lighty has taken to the planet Urbia. The pollen is the only dangerous part of the planet. And Lighty's convinced all of his friends to come to Romeo, where they eat the pollen. My brother's pleased since they can cross-pollinate. And they bring me back to my job. I'm a tax collector. Tax collectors are loved. I gave Urbia in exchange for the taxes I collect. The Native Americans use it in their peace pipes to smoke. It's harmless. I collected peace pipes to distribute to all the other worlds. Everyone does it, and Urbia is believed to be the reason for peace in the galaxy. As I mentioned, there are only two types of beings, good ones and jackasses. I'm to find out that those jackasses are allergic to Urbia. Hence, they're not seeing the world through rose-colored glasses like the rest of us. Well, that's all the time I have this week. Next week, I'm traveling to New Paris. Until then, live